Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel, and look at this. Is this a secret scroll or maybe a secret pirate map? No. I've been sent this by my friends at Picks to Posters, and in this video I'm going to open my print that they've sent me and frame it nicely, ready for display in my office, so it will feature on some of my live streams. I've got Misty the cat down here. Misty's here. She's getting ready for bed. Mrs. John Coupland is at work. So let's open it, see what they've sent me, and put it in a frame and pop it on the wall. So my poster has come in this tube and in this wonderful, I don't know what you'd call it, lovely orange paper. By the way, I am in my comfy winter onesie thing. So if you're thinking, why do I look like a bear? That is why. Misty, what are you doing down there? Silly old cat. This is going to be quite difficult one-handed because it is all rolled up nice and tight. So I might have to keep putting the camera down and unrolling it. But in here, what could it be? Now, some of you might recognise this now. This here is the front page print of my recent stint on top of the Harian Metro, on the front of Harian Metro. I'm going to unroll it and then weigh it down a little bit just so we can see. And you really can see just how brilliant this looks. There's my fat face on the front of the Harian Metro. I've got a frame. This is printed in A3 size. I've been to the range. I'm going to get my frame now. I am highly expecting this might need a little bit of a trim. It's fitting quite tightly to the size of the paper. So we may lose a little bit on the edge. It might not be perfect, but I think you'll get the gist. Oh, I've just realised I've left my frame in my van. It's pitch black. There's a bonus Proton. I don't think that's... Is that on the front of the page? It is on the front of the newspaper. Let's go get in the van. This is not going to be very good. There's some wheels in here as well, and some Christmas decorations that I've brought Mrs. John Coupland ready for Christmas. So let's go back inside and have a look at it in the light. Little Daisy's here. Come on in then. Come on in then. There she goes. Right, good. Now I've got my frame and I've got my picture. Let's put the picture in the frame. This was £6, by the way, from the range. It's got hooks on the top here. We have picture rails all the way around our house. We live in a 1940s bungalow. It's not very modern, but very useful for putting your pictures up. Right, the frame is here. Misty, go away. I don't want your hairs in here. She's actually chasing her daddy longlegs. Anya, hey? Get out of here. Go on. Out. Out. Go on. Silly old cat. Right, I've got myself a knife. This is one of these just normal dish knives to bend these pins back. And now all my pins are out. I've got my backboard out, and I can actually use this piece of paper to measure up my print against it. Width-wise, we should... Well, we might need to lose a little bit, I'm afraid. But length, we should also be okay. In hindsight, I should have asked the team at Picks to Posters to print it just a little bit smaller from that edge, because it is going to get covered up by this little bit here. But we're not going to lose too much, and we're not going to lose too much of the effect. Next part, then, is to line it all up, mark it all up, and cut it. So I said I was going to have to cut it. I laid the paper against the actual print, and the team at Picks for Posters have done a great job. Normally, when I print through these teams and use these frames, I do have to give it a little bit of a modification, just a little trim off the edge and the top, but it's gone in here perfectly. What I've also done is put the paper backing back in the frame, just because, well, it just adds a little bit more pressure against that picture. I'm going to fold down a couple of tabs at the top and the bottom, just so we can see what it's going to look like. It's not going to be perfect. We are going to lose some of that side. I'm aware of that, but everything can't be perfect. Ta-da! Harian Metro. What have we lost? We've lost a little bit from the side here of the date. And we've lost a little bit from the top here as well. But that is going to go on my wall in my office and be on display for all of you to see. I am super proud of that. I am really proud of that achievement, actually. When I say I'm proud of it, I'm not proud of the fact that I'm on the blooming newspaper. Oh, one thing I've forgotten, like a Wally. The Perspex has got a plastic coat on, so actually I'm going to have to take it out again and take the plastic off the Perspex. But that's not a major issue. Flip. A perfect reason why you don't fold all these down. What a sausage. I knew that was the case as well. I was too busy thinking about my blooming filming. Right, get it back out. Right, I've peeled the Perspex film layer off now. Right, all back in order. Let's put these back into the right position. And actually, because I have picture hooks in the house, I'm going to get a couple of picture hooks and it should go straight on the wall. No drilling. Got me picture hooks. And, well, I've hung it on my wall. I've actually relegated this picture from here and moved them around a bit. They're in the same frames, so it shouldn't make too much of a difference. This picture here, actually, is a nice abstract piece that was painted for me by my very first boss when I was just heading off to university. It's called Determination, so that's why that picture is there. But now, on the wall, looking nice and shiny, Sinta Proton John. Look out for that in future videos. If you've enjoyed the video of me putting a picture up, I suppose, let me know in the comments below. What do you reckon? It's more about the achievement, I think, than putting the picture up. And a big shout out to the team at Picks to Posters who sent me that print for free. Brilliant load of people. Picks to Posters. Good prints, good sizes, good quality. Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. Take care, whatever you're doing. And from all of us here in the Coupland household, including Misty the cat, who's running around being a little bit of a wally, have a great day. Goodbye.